For this video review, we're going to take a look at Marvel Legends. This is the new Commander Rogers action figure. As for the components of our purchase, we have the Commander Rogers action figure, the energy-based shield or transparent shield, and the Build-A-Figure piece, which is the head unit of Hulk. Sadly, this action figure does not have any of the old accessories that we expect of the Commander Rogers action figure, which are the pistols and possibly even a extra pair of hands or accessory holding hands, which I think in this case, if you have a transparent shield, that is not needed, or an energy based shield. This action figure stands just below the 7-inch mark, more or less 6.5 but above 6.5. Okay, so let's do a quick 360 view of the base action figure without the shield attached to it. So here's a look at the head unit which comes with this Commander Rogers action figure. So for customizers like me, I'm interested in head units like this, which I could swap with an existing Hulk action figure. So here's a look at the transparent shield that comes with the action figure. So this utilizes the old style clip system. So peg and clip. Peg because we have a attachment point on the back of the action figure. That is the reason why he has those back straps, which just doesn't make sense if you have a energy based shield. But as for purposes of storing this thing to the back of the action figure, so very simple, you made it that way. If you're not a fan of this particular shield that comes with the action figure, then you have the option to change the shield and use whatever Captain America shield that you have on board in your collection. For example, in my case, I have the option of using a shield that has strap systems to it. So this is how the figure looks with that more solid shield on his forearm. But we lose the capability or the added feature of storing a Captain America shield to the back of the action figure. But with this, it just doesn't make sense to have a energy based shield stored on the back. Considering the strap on the back, which utilizes the peg and hold system, which this has that feature, I think the best shield for this action figure is going to be the Ultimate Captain America shield. Anyway, with this action figure, I have another shield which I paired with it. So that shield, which belongs to this figure, goes to Commander Rogers. Well, possibly we could still make something out of this later on. As for articulation points, the head could move sideways well. It could look up with no problem at all. Look down at ease. Move sideways on the hip. Bend on the diaphragm joint. Bend backward on the diaphragm joint. Full rotation on the shoulders. A cut on the biceps for rotation of the biceps. Old school pin technology for the elbows. Rotation and a hinge for the hand. The figure could kick forward well, but as for sideways motion, even if we raise the belt with those straps which are practically just useless, it is very limited. But I think we could hit this leg up and take it out and mod it later on. Okay, as for articulation points, so we have rotation on the thigh, and when we rotate the thigh, it breaks the detail on the pant area. That line. 2 points of articulation, old school pin technology for the knee. And how does the knee look when it's bent that way? So that is the maximum bend. We don't have any rotation on the shin. It's only going to be a hinge and a rocker for the foot. So as for details, this is the details on the printed part on the shirt or on the combat uniform, on the arms, on the back. And let's take that strap system off. So that is how it looks. Well, the paint has already started to peel because I was playing with this action figure. Okay, so for the back, I don't have any more pouches, just 2 pouches up front with loops that are useless. So it does not hold any holster or any knife on it or to it. So this is the details on the stripe on the side of the pants, details on the gaiters, the brown gaiters, and that humongous boot. This is the last detail that we're going to take a look, which is going to be the head unit. So whether you're going to like it or not, well, it's a personal choice for the collector. So just a little bit of modification to this action figure. First, we got rid of the chest harness or the back straps. So I reassigned those back straps to the Ultimate Captain America action figure because it looks better with this action figure, especially the way the back harness would rest on the hole or the peg hole of the back of this action figure. Okay, so next thing that I did was to trim off the excess straps so it is more streamlined. Sometimes less is best. Okay, so what modification did I do to this shield? So let's take the shield off the forearm. Okay, so I took the shield off the forearm, so we have the forearm disassembled that way. So just very simple modification. So just a simple part from my accessories or action figure parts bin. As to the specific figure which this belongs to, well, I already forgot from which Marvel Legends action figure. So just very simple, I shaved off a little bit of the materials on these 2 sides and just glued that silver looking plastic gauntlet in between. I wanted something that resembles a device, a forearm device that could emit or transmit a energy-based shield like this, and at the same time, just use your imagination. Well, of course, it's going to sit nice and flush on the side of the forearm of the action figure, and it's not going to play around much because I found a way of really nicely securing that thing that it's not going to play back and forth or wiggle around. So as you could see, nice flush fit, and it looks like a device that would emit a shield or energy based shield. Okay, so application, this thing works either on the left or on the right. So it's very simple. Just reinstall the glove band and peg in the handset, so either left or right, so your choice. And it's a really simple mod that you could do. If you wish to make use of this shield, which in my case I decided to finally pair it with this action figure because it looks really distinct for this action figure. So an accessory that is truly just for him. Okay, so nice and simple and clean. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.